Back to Autographer. We are going to review this beast today, and this beast is known as the Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450, and this is the twin of Himalayan 450. Someone says that this is a scaled down version of Himalayan, but I need to say that this is the scale up version of a Hunter 350 because this is a pure roadster and the Himalayan is a pure adventure motorbike with a long wheelbase and a long travel suspension. Let's continue this review through my GoPro. So this is the closer look of this bike. So here you can see the beautiful looking LED headlights which are taken from the Royal Enfield Himalayas, accompanied with these indicators which are also LED. Unlike the Himalayan, the suspension travel of this motorcycle is short, which suits perfectly for this motorcycle. Coming from the suspension part, when we look into the front tires, this is a 120/70 R17 tires in the front with a 310mm disc brake. Unlike other Royal Enfields, the braking feels perfect. Actually, they are big enough to stop this motorcycle. And here we can see the radiator. When we look into this thing in a wide view, this one is really proportionate and beautiful. Let's talk about the other bits, and after that we can go for a ride. When we look into the tank, there is a Royal Enfield garnishing there. This yellow color looks beautiful, and there is a Guerrilla 450 badging, and this black and yellow color theme is very beautiful. Actually speaking, this purple looks good. Half of the chassis is from Royal Enfield Himalayan, and after that they redesigned this chassis. I will show you from here to there. The chassis part is completely new. Let's go forward, and there are some tubular bits like this here, and here is the pillion footrest which is glossy finished, and foldable rider footrest also. When we look into this engine, we can see the same 452cc single cylinder Sherpa engine which we earlier saw in the Himalayan 450 with the same 40 bhp power and 40 Nm torque. No change at all. Now feels like this motorcycle can compete with the KTM 390s directly, because the engine tuning is not like the typical Royal Enfields we can see in the market. I'm really sorry for these disturbances. Let's continue. When we look into the rear design suits this motorcycle perfectly, and we can see the yellow and black touches nicely. Oh, there are some disturbances. There is a car coming, and go their way. Actually, he's learning how to drive a car. Okay, let's ignore all the disturbances and let's continue. When we look into the tail lamp, there are integrated tail lamps and indicators I will show you, and this is the tail lamp and this is the indicator, and plastic bits here and there. The design actually resembles the Himalayan 450. And here is the grab rails which is, oh shut up man, which is designed neatly and nicely. And here is a single seat which offers decent amount of cushioning, which add up the advantages of the rider as well as the pillion. The rider seat is actually comfortable, but the pillion need to sacrifice a lot because this is wide and this is so small. I forgot to tell you something, that this is the top end variant of this bike, and which comes in two colors. One is this and one is a blue and white combination. I like this color more, and we need to go for a short spin now because that man there talking in the phone disturbing me very intolerable limits. So let's go for a short spin. I got both foot planted when I sitting in this bike because this is only 780mm tall. Let's start this bike and go. As you can see, the riding position is upright, the legs are sporty enough but not so much committed. Okay, let's okay, this bike has a humongous turning radius because there is a little bit of effort needed for turning this bike because this handle is not like typical Enfields. Okay, let's go. Literally everyone is looking into the motorcycle because the motorcycle is so damn good. Not only motorcycle but also the rider. Just kidding. Guys, this second gear is massive in this bike. When we put into the second gear, it is a beautiful experience. I will tell you that you need to try it out. But not in Indian roads because we have speed limits, we have traffic police and we have cases so many. When we try it without the permission from the authority. Actually, I took the permission from the authority before riding this motorcycle. Actually, when your riding style is so fast and you need a classic motorcycle like Royal Enfields or Harleys, then this is the perfect motorcycle for you when you have a budget of around 3.2 lakhs in your hand. Let's dive into the key specifications of this bike. This bike comes with dual channel ABS which is not switchable. It has also two ride modes, one performance mode and a normal mode. This slipper clutch system works nicely for a perfect drive which is effortless. This is a power-up Hunter and the size of this motorcycle is small, and which means it is easy to handle in city traffic conditions. The weight of this motorcycle is only 180 kilograms, which is lesser than a Royal Enfield Bullet motorcycles. Also consider the fact that the seat height is also low, so this means that this bike is suitable for short and skinny riders also. Actually, some vibrations are creeping in. The engine is also heating up, but it can be neglected because this is not so much as of the BS3 and BS4 bullets. There are some motorcycles in the market now which can able to give a tight competition with this motorcycle in terms of price, in terms of practicability, in terms of ergonomics, etc. But still this Guerrilla can survive because this is a Royal Enfield, and Royal Enfield has an extraordinary fan base in Indian market as well as in European market. When I am talking about this motorcycle in a rider's point of view, I can tell that this bike gives me a lot more confidence than the other Enfields in the market on highways, on cities and on the corners. Now let's turn this bike around. The turning is a quite heavy process because the turning radius of this bike is very bad. But when considering the weight of this motorcycle and the size of this motorcycle, the process is becoming easy. Okay, let's go. Okay, now let's talk about the variants of this motorcycle. This motorcycle comes in 3 variants. One is this, the top end variant, and this variant comes in 2 colors. One is this color, the yellow and black, and one is a blue and white shade. And the mid variant comes in a red and golden shade and also comes in a black shade. These 2 variants get triple navigation as standard in the instrument cluster, but the base variant didn't get it. But you can make it possible as an accessory in the base variant, but the accessory costs around 25,000 rupees. The base variant comes in a single tone color theme and the other 2 variants comes in a dual tone color theme. Now I need to tell something about this location. Look at this location, what beautiful it is. This is Kerala. If you want to explore your weekends, you can come here. So let's talk about the competitive pricing of this motorcycle. This bike is available all over the India at a price range approximately of 3 lakhs to 3.3 lakhs on road. This is not the real price, this is an approximate amount of prices, and prices will vary according to the locations. So if you are a person who looking for a motorcycle which is good looking, fast and reliable, which can give you confidence at cities, highways and corners equally, then this is the motorcycle for you. But I need to tell you some important points there, because you are a person who is looking for a motorcycle which is comfortable enough for your pillion also, then you can go for this motorcycle only after taking a test ride with your pillion. If he or she is not comfortable in this motorcycle, then you can go for some Triumphs or some Bajaj which are available in the market with the same or almost same price ranges. You need to consider a fact that this is my first video in English, and I need to tell you something that, dear brother or sister, no one is perfect at the beginning, but they will be perfect when they are doing this, keep doing this again and again and again. So if I need to do this again and again and again, then you need to do something for me. And that is your suggestions, subscriptions and comments. So kindly please feel free to subscribe this channel for more automobile videos in English. Thank you so much for watching.